They say time is a river, and some men, like me, have learned to step outside its current. I remember it clearly. The night the stars shifted above Egypt. The moment my ship sailed not just across the sea, but across history itself. I met her. Cleopatra. The queen. The legend. And I, a king from a world not yet born, was summoned to her court. And what she asked me, what she showed me, it changed everything I thought I knew about power, love, and legacy. Would you like to know what happened behind those golden doors? Then come with me, to Alexandria. The year? Unclear. The air? Heavy with incense and whispers. As I stepped into her chamber, it felt like the world held its breath. Golden torches danced against the marble. Silk curtains moved like ghosts. And there she stood. Not just a queen, but an empire in human form. Cleopatra, softly. You are not of this time, are you? I froze. How did she know? But her eyes, they seemed older than time itself. Curious. Cautious. Calculating. We sat, two monarchs, two worlds. And for a moment, we were just two people. She poured me wine from a goblet rimmed in emeralds. Tell me, traveler. In your world, do kings still bleed for their crowns? I laughed, but her question pierced deeper than any blade. We spoke of war. Of betrayal. Of the burden of ruling people who may never understand you, yet expect everything from you. And then, she leaned forward. Cleopatra. But power, my friend, is not what you hold. It is what you know to let go. I didn't understand it then. But I would. That night, she took me outside the palace. Through hidden corridors, past quiet guards. We climbed a marble staircase, emerging atop a tower overlooking the Nile. The stars above, burning with ancient fire. Cleopatra. My astronomers tell me the stars speak. But I think, they listen. She showed me scrolls older than pyramids. Maps of the soul. Dreams of a future Egypt, one of peace, not conquest. She asked me to share what I knew of her future. King. I hesitated. Could I tell her that Caesar would fall? That she would hold a serpent to her skin? That history would remember her not as a scholar or strategist, but as a seductress? No. I couldn't. Instead, I told her this. King. You are not remembered for the men who feared you. But for the world you dared imagine. She smiled. Cleopatra. Then let us imagine it together. That night, she spoke of things forbidden. Unifying kingdoms with knowledge, not blades. Building universities atop temples. Placing scrolls above swords. She was not the villain history painted. She was the architect of a future denied. And then, she took my hand. Cleopatra. What would your world do? If it had one more chance to listen to a queen? But the sky was not light, it was red. A message. Something had changed. The air felt tense. Servants ran silently. A Roman envoy had arrived, bearing threats, not gifts. Cleopatra. Rome comes for my throne. And I must decide, war or surrender. She looked at me. But this time, not as a host. Not even as a queen. But as a woman carrying the weight of a dying dream. She offered me a scroll. Cleopatra. If you return to your time, give them this. Let it be a seed. I took it. And then she asked. Cleopatra. Tell me, king. In your world. Do they still kill dreams before they bloom? I returned. To my palace. To my time. But I never opened the scroll, not until today. Inside were drawings. Visions. Equations. A forgotten queen's dream of a better future. And now, as my kingdom stands at a crossroads. With wars looming. With history ready to repeat itself. I ask you. If Cleopatra could see our world. Would she smile? Or weep? The scroll rests in my hand. But the choice is yours. Would you honor her dream? Or let it burn once more?